Hello, love bugs, and welcome to an early review of Interior Designer, a new game coming from Roomvas. And thank you so much to Keymailer for hooking me up with a key to this game so that I could check it out ahead of its October 25th release. I love decorating games. I love House Flipper. I love The Sims. I love going into games and decorating them. And I really feel like the team at Roomvas has been trying to create something that allows us to do all of the interior design, decoration stuff that we love from those games, but adding in a lot of the features and things that we've always wanted in games like that maybe we don't have. I'm so excited to show you all what I've already found in the game, and then to check out the career mode together live right here on this recording for the first time. So far I've played around a little bit in Sandbox. I've also checked out what I think is going to be one of the coolest things and coolest features of the whole game, which is their design league. So let me get into that right now. And again, let me remind you, this game is this is a closed play test. This game is in its early final finishing stages. This isn't necessarily what you're going to get on October 25th. And obviously the game, as it grows, will hopefully give us even more. So let's start with talking about this mode though. The idea behind Design League is that there are a bunch of different, once you unlock more styles that you can try and then upload for other players to look at and vote on. And then based on the votes that you get and the star rating that you get for your design, it can move you forward to unlock more design leagues and find other things to do and compete with other players in. Now, it's kind of fun because the competition is like really just based on you and on just all of us in the community playing the game. And I think that that's kind of fun, just getting to vote on each other's designs and then unlock different levels. The first one that you're in is minimalist. Now, I already actually did mine, which is pretty cool. So you can click on Design League up here. It will show you leagues. It will show you the leaderboard of the top 5 people. Obviously, there's not a lot of votes and things happening yet since the game is in such early access, where you can see the top 5 people with the most star ratings. You can also just explore and look at all of the ones that are in there. You can sort by how recently they were put up. You can sort by total visits, and it will show you by the order of visits of people that have come in there. But we'll go to recent and look. Now it's going to show you mine. So this is the one that I actually designed. If we click on it, you can actually go and visit it too, which is pretty cool. And go look at what I designed when I was playing around in the game. I was playing with different textures and looking at the different wall pieces. I changed the colors of the wall using different color tools, changed up the colors on the bed, the wood grains, threw a plant in the corner, because the entire point of this one was to only have 10 pieces of furniture. I think there's a little glitch. It says there's 17. Clearly there's not 17. But I meant my requirements because it said 10 items or less, and I did that. So, but anyway, this was my submission for that. And it was really fun to just put it together and think, what kind of room could I make with only being able to use that many pieces that would still feel like a cool space that was full. And that was what I designed. And then I submitted it, and now other people can go and vote on it and give it a star rating based on how well I did whatever the requirement was for the space, and see if it's something that they like. And then if I get enough ratings, then I unlock more competitions to go be a part of, which I think is really, really fun for those of us who like that challenge, who like that competitiveness. It's something that we don't see in games like this a lot. And while it's also something that you absolutely do not have to be a part of, if you're like, oh no, I just want to decorate and show my friends, you absolutely don't have to take part in it either. I just think it's something that makes the game really interesting and really unique. So let's head back out to the main menu. I also spent a little bit of time in Sandbox mode, and I want to show you a couple of things that are really cool about it. Now, while it did default and just take me to this first starter room, you aren't stuck here. You can actually go up to the layout options and make all different kinds of choices about the kind of layout that you want. But you can also go up here to the layout here, and you can start with a totally different kind of build. You can even, for example, if you go into the modern house, you can end up in an entire modern house if you want. You could go through and delete everything from this and start over brand new fresh if you wanted. Or you could just start making the changes that you think are necessary. Like maybe this TV that is glitched into the wall. That's pretty funny. You could definitely move that TV out, or decide, I don't even want it to be that TV. I'm going to change it to this TV. This TV is a nicer TV. You can go ahead and pull it back and fix where it's at. slide it over to where it's going to sit and set it down. And then maybe you'll be like me and be like, well, that's too small for that wall. It needs some art, or maybe you know what? Maybe the TV just needs to be bigger. You can come up here and select resize, and you can actually resize your furniture. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? And like everything we have ever needed in one of these games. Like, can I just be real with y'all for a second? Like, oh my gosh, that is like my favorite feature ever. My favorite feature ever, to make it the exact size that I want. Now, you could obviously come into a space like this and go around and just change a couple things that you don't like, or gut the entire thing. Or you could just maybe go, you know what? This wall tile in here is really generic and I want it to be something else. And then you could just go and be like, you know what? I think I want to incorporate some wood. And now, boom, you just put some wood in the bathroom and be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I don't love this tub. So let's try and add a little splash of color in this room. Maybe having like a pure white tub is boring and silly. And maybe what we should have is like a purple tub or a red tub. Ooh, a red tub feels like really modern. Maybe not quite so bright. We don't want it like burning our eyes. So we can just like keep it that shade, but make it darker. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Fully choosing the color on an item like that. It's everything that I've ever wanted and more. So obviously, as you can tell, I see the potential in this game as being something that could be truly incredible. While I will find that we don't quite have enough items in the game yet, they're off to a really good start for it being the start. But as you look through all of the different options, like one thing very specific that I was searching for when I did my minimalist build, was I was looking for, oh, my search. Oh, it's down there. Hold on. See, these are the things we're testing. I went searching for a dresser, and these were the only options for dressers. Now, all of these dressers, with the exception of this one, which is like a wall cabinet dresser, unfortunately to me, just don't even look like dressers. They look like desks, and I'm not sure if that's quite, maybe just like a language difference, a thing that happened in the game, or if I'm using the wrong word. But I do think that like we need more. Obviously there's wardrobes and things which make the difference. There's just a lot of items that aren't in here that we would need for even just basic decorating. Even when you look up beds, there is a pretty good little collection to get us started, but it is just kind of a basic selection. I definitely want to see more items in the future, but I'm sure that that is something that is definitely coming. But let's look for like entry table. Let's just try table and see what kind of tables we have that would maybe look good by this entry. Some of these look like more like dining room tables, coffee tables. We've got a vanity there. Vintage dressing table is what that's being called. Another coffee table. So I feel like there's not really maybe, and this is really big. Now, this looks like it could be a really nice entryway table, but obviously it is way too big. However, again, the cool thing about this game is that we can resize. So something that is meant to be a dining room table can become a table that sits as an entryway table. Now let's go ahead and bring it back up to a more appropriate size for the corner. Maybe there or so. And then slide it. Oh no! Slide it over? Well, we are, of course, dealing with a little bit of glitches just because the game obviously isn't even out yet. But you can see what I'm trying to say. Imagine that door is not there. We're going to use our imagination. Now we have a nice little entry table that's really meant to be more like a dining room table, but works as an entry table because we shrank it down to the size that we needed. So I think that there are a lot of possibilities. While there is a lot of refinement to do, and of course adding of additional items to make it more creative for everyone, there is already, and again, at a game that isn't even out yet, so much for us to be able to do in this game, and so many items for us to be able to play with. So I'm very, very excited about the possibilities of this game. But for now, Let's go play in career mode. Learn to use the app by completing jobs, which I think is really fun and really great. So far we have one career, Colorful Life with Mary Raskowski. Hello, designer. My teenager is tired of her monochrome decor and asked me to turn her room into something colorful like a rainbow. I'm no interior designer, but I feel that mixing 7 different colors in one room may be enough. That's why I need your help. Please make my girl a new colorful room. Price doesn't matter. I'll do anything to get rid of these awful black walls and bland furniture. Let's add some life there. I would also want her to have some pictures with the best memories in her room. She loves to travel, so having all her photos visible on the wall would be appreciated. Best regards, Mary Raskowski. So they're looking for 10 new pieces of furniture to do 4 different parts to the wall and then something for the floor. We also, as a bonus, need to add photos and add 7 different colors. It seems like a simple enough job. Let's go hit accept. So already this isn't really a bedroom, but it looks like what we're supposed to do is not really get rid of the items that are here. We're just supposed to apply new colors or materials to them to make the room more vibrant and pretty. It's kind of like the first step in learning how the space, how to use the game and how the space works. So let's start right off by adding in some travel photos, since that is something simple enough that they wanted us to add. Let's throw in a cute cat. I like the cat photos. We're definitely going to use cat photos. I've decided that they're, oh, and dog photos. Yes. Sold. They wanted rainbow color. Let's include a video game in there as well. And rounding it out, there's an old city. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And then a street, again, something from the travels. And we can use this gray tree. And maybe the cathedral. All nice little photos. Already have completed one of our bonus items. We then need to apply new colors to different furniture pieces and the wall around the room. I think we do go a little bit rainbowy. Like, why not? Let's go ahead and make a pretty texture on this back wall. Maybe something a little bit brighter. Maybe just some nice light wood. Do we want to tint the wood maybe? Oh, I love that I can do that. Maybe tint the wood. Ooh. In like a nice light. Maybe we'll go blue, purple. I don't know. There's so many possibilities, y'all. Literally the rainbow. I like the idea of just a light tint though. Maybe nothing too wild and crazy to get us started. Oh, that's actually really pretty. And it almost looks like a red wash on the wood to make it look more like a redwood. That's kind of cool. Then for these walls over here, maybe we go with like a nice bold color. Maybe we do nice bold reds. Trying to find the kind of shade I want. Yeah, nice bright bold red on that wall. And then one of the cool things that we can do, if we want to match that exact color, I can click on this wall here and then click this little color picker tool and just click that red and it will apply that same red on that wall. Wow, that's bright. That is so, I would never, just for the record, ever paint a wall this color. It's so bright. It's so bright, but I also kind of love it. It definitely has the bright factor that we're looking for. I am blinded by the brightness of these walls. All right, maybe we'll keep the accent walls this bright red and then make this wall more of like a nice purple. Let's find a shade of purple that we like that maybe kind of goes with our red. Maybe a little deeper. Maybe more like that so that our eyes don't hurt so much looking at that wall. That's better. There we go. There we go. So now we fixed the walls and changed those. They want us to also change our floor, which I mean, please. Maybe we take and do and continue the wood out onto this space as well. And then just like before, use that color picker and bring that kind of red tinted wood down onto the floor. It's getting pretty colorful in here. It's a little wild, but I do also kind of love it. I want to use every color of the rainbow though. So let's do that thing. I want to change this, I think, into like a pretty green. Oh, that's perfect right there. There we go. A nice green. And then I think for our couch, we're going to do a blue. So we're going to have like every shade of the rainbow in here, but we're going to pull it all together. It's going to be great. I mean, we're kind of going a little bit of like darker colors. So let's go with that. But then what I want to do is turn this rug into like a nice dark orange. Oh, we're almost there. Maybe like that. Yes. And now I want to show you something cool that we can do on the couch. So on the couch, we can actually grab individual pillows and change their specific colors. So what I can do is grab like the big pillows, take the color picker and match it. If only we could do this in real life to perfectly match our furniture pieces. Wouldn't that be so nice? And then I can grab this one and say match to the orange rug, and then grab this and say match to the purple wall, or maybe match to something different. Let's do a splash of yellow someplace. One of the things that we need to do is add some, oh, there's actually another picture here I need to do too. Hold on, let's do that really quick. We're gonna put a cityscape there. There we go. We added 9 photos. Go us, go us. I actually kind of want to add something to this flower. I think I want to turn it into the yellow of the room. And let's see what that does to the vase. And see, it affects the vase and how the vase looks, but doesn't affect the flower itself, which is really nice. So now what I want to do is make the pillows, these pillows, that yellow color. It's all coming together. It really does look like a rainbow at this point for sure. All right, our coffee table is definitely all wrong. I think that we want to do 2 separate colors here. Maybe we'll do one in our yellow and one like our green. Haha. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And now we've already met all of the requirements, but we can keep going if we want to, even if we just wanted to pull some additional colors in on other items. Make that, oops, sorry. Make that the purple maybe. Make that red. This one match the orange. And then this one can match that kind of light pink red color that we used there. It is so much more colorful in here than it was before. And again, the point of this career mode is just to teach us. Right now, all we're learning is how to change the colors, how we can change the colors, and the different textures and things that we can add. Now that we've met all the requirements, let's go ahead and complete the job. Completed! And we got 70 stars. We completed and did the bonus. And now tools have unlocked more movement, selecting our material, selecting our walls, and selecting furniture. So now we can go to our job inbox and see what other jobs we have to do. So then our next one would be a friendly favor by Olivia Baker. And this one is going to have us create and place at the market, make sure the chairs are facing the table, and have us learn how to play the game better and more completely by following along this storyline. Or like I said, you can always just jump directly into Sandbox. So my final notes on interior designer. I love so many of the features. This feels like a game that went to a bunch of us who love to decorate in games and said, what are the things that you want? And I think a lot of us would say we want color wheels on everything so we can change the colors however we want. We want to be able to resize things however we can want to resize them. And we want to be able to place things without having to snap it to a grid. And man, all of those things, to have those on day one right out the box, feel pretty stinking amazing. I definitely think that the game does need some more additional options and additional items, but I will bet you that those things are being designed and are planned to come in the future. At the end of the day, I think I could lose myself in this game for hours and hours, and I probably will, and then share all of my designs with my friends. So I highly recommend that you add Interior Designer to your wish list on Steam. Don't forget that indie games make our industry a better place, and they make the economy a better place by spreading out the wealth of the gaming industry to more people. So give Interior Designer a chance, and I will see you in the game. I can't wait to see what you design. I love you so much. Bye-bye.